Thanks for stopping by today to watch this video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And if you are an oldie but goodie, thank you for joining me on this video. If you have not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you hit that button, that red button below. I know you're not a newbie to YouTube, but you know that where that red button is. So make sure you just go ahead and click. Today I'm actually going to be doing a wash, my wash days today. So this is my basic routine. It's nothing new. I'm not sure if I really feature, if I did feature this, it was a long time ago, so I'm sure there's a lot of new people on my channel. So I'm just going to show you what I normally do on a wash day. Blow dry my hair. I really want to do a wash and go, but it is cold. So I don't want to walk around, even though I'm inside, I just don't want to walk around with a wet head. So I think I may just try blow drying, because it will, I just don't want to, like I said, walk around with a wet head. I normally start out with washing with QP. I've been using this for years now. This is my Elasta QP Cream Conditioning Shampoo. Now this reminds me of Cream of Nature's old shampoo that was in a red and white bottle, but they discontinued, and it took me so long for me to find a shampoo that is similar to this, to the Cream of Nature brand. So I love this shampoo, and this is all I've been using. I do not switch up my shampoos at all. Unless they change their formula, I will just keep on using this because it works for my hair. And it really has conditioner in it, so it just softens it. I really don't need to use a deep conditioner, but I do add that extra deep conditioning because I do go longer periods without, between my wash days. So that's what I normally do, a deep conditioner. Before I even do that, I do a pre-poo. So I use the Tresemme, and this one is the coconut and aloe vera. And I'm almost finished with this, which, how that goes when you are down to your last product that you love. So I have to I'm going to TJ Maxx and Target tomorrow, so I'll pick me up some of that. And then I have another bottle, but this is not my favorite. This one is the Moisture Rich Conditioner. So I really like the other one better. So I'm just going to use this as a substitute because I don't really have much. I may just squeeze a little bit out of that and finish this up. Finish that bottle up. And then after I do the pre-poo, then I wash. And the pre-poo, I only leave it on there. I just rinse it. And put it on, then rinse it out. I don't leave it on for it's less than 5 minutes. And then to shampoo it out, and then I use my follow-up with apple cider vinegar after I wash. I know it may be backwards for some people. They may do the apple cider vinegar first, but I love to do this last because for me this acts as a detangler. So it really helps for detangling, and it just cleanses. It just flushes out everything, all the residue, so it's really clean and fresh, so I can apply my deep treatment. And this is by Nubian Heritage. This is the Indian Hemp and Tamamu, if I'm pronouncing that right, Tamamu. But I don't have much of this left either, so I'm going to be scraping the bottom of this. And then I use my scrubber. I use my fingers to wash, but I also love using this handy little scrubber. It's really a massager, I believe, but of course you can massage. I do my hair wash with this. This helps to get in the rooty tooty of the scalp. And so what I'm going to do here is just, I had retwisted my hair last night because it was like brittle and dry. So I like to also put before I do my wash day, the night before, I will re-moisturize. So this way there's less breakage. Not really breakage, but I notice there's less of a shedding when I'm washing my hair if I have it well moisturized the day before. So I used shea butter, a mixture of shea butter, and I think castor oil was in it. And I used my coconut mani. So that's what I used last night. So it is really well moisturized, and this hairstyle is just like how I used to wear my hair when I was little. I'll pop a picture. I'm so bad, y'all. Don't follow me, because I be sometimes not twisting from the ends, but I will twist from the middle and just pull, and you're not supposed to do that. You weaken your ends, and these are the fragile pieces. This is the fragile part of your hair, is this the ends, because it's the oldest part of your hair strands. So you want to be gentle. Like, I need to start from the very tips and unravel. A lot of times I'll start from here and I'll just start pulling, which is not the correct way to do it. I just be impatient. And that's why I like to, for wash days, I like to really make sure that it's a day where I'm not tired, and a day where I have the time to do my hair, because you never want to do your hair when you're tired, especially on wash day when you're exhausted, because you will wind up with a lot of, unnecessary breakage, because you're not taking the time that you would normally take. And once I normally take all of these out, I'm just going to pick it. So I hope y'all are having a good start to your new year. I can't believe we're in the third quarter. I mean the first quarter, not the third, the last of the first quarter. But I'm getting a lot done. I like to definitely, well, it's good to start off strong, but but you don't want to fizzle out. I try to maintain my momentum through the whole year, because you never want to get to the end of the year and be like so exhausted, where you just fizzle out and you don't complete what you intended to for the whole year. So I try to like really refresh every quarter, like start new, like it's a new year each quarter. So this way you don't fizzle out towards the end of the year, because it's so easy to start off, with all these good intentions and motivation and inspiration, and then you have all these goals set, and then you just fizzle out towards the end of the year. I'm really determined to not procrastinate. Well, I've gotten so much better of not procrastinating. It's probably because I'm doing so much online. It's pushing me in so many different directions with all the different things that I do, between the jewelry and the content writing and the videos. It pushes me to get things done, and not only in those areas, but also in my personal life. So I am very grateful and thankful for just the opportunity to, having a channel and being kind of held responsible. It kind of gives you some kind of motive to keep pushing forward, when you know that you have, like, it gives you motivation, if I'm making any sense. So I normally spray this. I don't know what I'm doing. I think because I'm talking so much. Spray this with water, so it's easy to comb. It's cold. So I'm just gonna comb this out, and it's so crazy because my hair is like a sponge. There is so much shrinkage. See how the length is? It's going to be less than half of this length once I get out of the shower. Well, I don't do showers. I wash my hair inside of a tub. For some reason, like I said in one of my past videos, I get, for some reason, when I do a shower, when I wash my hair in the shower, I feel nauseous. I don't know why, but I just feel nauseous when I don't know what it is, but I can't do showers. I just put my head in the tub. And I really just use 3 different combs when I'm washing. I use this to detangle, to comb out and to detangle once I have the conditioner. Well, actually no, I use my detangler brush that I featured. I can pop that up top so if you haven't seen the video, but that is the best detangling. I love doing my hair now for wash days with that brush because it makes my life so much easier. I use this to comb out prior to washing my hair. Once I have the conditioner in, I use the detangler brush, and then I use this when I'm styling my hair after it's washed and detangled. So, and like since I'm going to blow dry, I'll be using this to comb. I'm not really going to style today because I think what I'm going to do is a perm rod set and just roll it so you can see the actual style. I'm done with this process, the first step I mean, and I'm going to go ahead. I have a lot of, hopefully this is just like hair that needs to come out because you shed about 100 hairs a day. And since my hair's been twisted, I'm hoping that's what this is because I have all this hair. Well, it's not a lot of hair coming out. It's just probably this is the part that's supposed to come out. I just got through doing my wash, so this is raw and in color. What I normally do now is first I use my detangling comb to actually just comb through, and I just take it in sections. It's usually a little bit tangled depending on how. I try not to scrub too hard and but my hair always gets, it's just the way it is. That's just the way my hair is. But I just start from the ends and work my way up, and I just try to get in as good as I can. Take my time and try not to pop it too much because I know my hair it pops a lot. Try not to snap it. And then once I get it to the point where it's pretty combed through, which I still feel a lot of snags, a lot of knots. Once I get it to that point, I take some conditioner and I just take about that much. I don't use too much because this is concentrated, it's thick, and I'm actually almost at the end, so I'm going to have to be conservative with how I use this until I get some more. Seem to be running out of everything at the same time. Okay, so I smooth it in, and once I smooth it in, I comb through one last time to make sure that it's as combed through as possible before I run the brush through. Because I just want a smooth transition when I use this. And then I just brush it through, and this brush works. It's a miracle worker. So then I just brush it through, and I just take 2 sections. I try not to do it too thick as far as my sections, but it takes me a longer time. when I do it in thinner, because the thing is I have to take all this out because I have the conditioner in it. So it would make more sense if I had thicker sections, but for me, when I do thicker sections, it's just harder for me to comb through. So that's the reason why I do it in smaller sections. It's just a little bit more time consuming. And then sometimes what I do is just put a little bit on the ends, because I really have to I want to make sure my ends are really taken care of. So I usually seal it with a little bit more conditioner at the ends. And sometimes like right up in here, because that's where you have breakage right at the edge. So I'm going to go ahead, and then we just want to show you how I do one. And I'm just going to come back when all of my hair is actually after the conditioning process and when I'm at the stage of blow drying. Okay, yeah. Whew. I have finished the twisting process for the conditioner, and if you have not got one of these, if you're a 4C sister and you have not got one of these, what are you doing, sis? This is a lifesaver on wash days, for real. I can't believe I went all these years without having this. It just, if you haven't checked out my video, you need to check it out. It is the bomb, baby. This cuts down your wash day time in half. So the next step in the process, I do put a baggie on, a shower cap, and I leave my conditioner on for about an hour, but normally I wind up getting caught up on the internet, wind up going on the web, and I wind up leaving this on for about 2 hours. So, and I normally just love to put this on to keep it extra warm. I don't have one of those hot heads, so this holds in the heat, and it's comfortable. I do have that. I have another kind of heating cap, but I don't really like it. It's not comfortable, so I love to wear this instead. And I just use this. It's a Turby Twist, and I just use this, and I just wear this, and I'll leave this on, and it keeps my hair warm. So I'll come back when I'm actually in the process of blow drying. I was about to say dry cleaning. Blow drying, and we'll check back later. The conditioner is still in, and I untwisted. So I just wanted to show you, this is how my hair, the ringlets, it's this conditioner, the one that I showed you earlier, the Nubian Heritage, it doesn't have slip, but it's very deep moisturizing. It really penetrates the strands. So you don't really feel, I notice it's not like it's really moisturized, or I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't feel, but it doesn't feel like it's moisturizing, but it does like strengthen. Maybe that's the word that I need to use. It strengthens the hair, and it doesn't have much slip, so it's not really, as far as detangling. If you notice, I do have two different textures. The back of my hair, which I probably never showed you, is this is probably like a 4B texture. Want to get really close, like that's a 4B texture. But then as you go up, especially right at the crown area, that is 4C, more like a 4Z. So it's interesting the way my hair, it's a softer texture in the back. So my thing is, I'm not sure, it's like I have a mullet because it's like not shaped. So at times I really want to tapered cut, but if I can do a taper cut, I've grown attached to this, even though it's shaped like a mullet, and I really don't style it where it's down because of the way the shape is. So technically I feel like should just shave all of this off and just have it tapered. I think it would be a cute style to have it tapered, but I don't know. You know, it took me so long to grow the length of my hair, so I'm still fighting with it, y'all. I'm still fighting challenges. I know, natural hair challenges. So I just want to pop back on, but I'll come back when my hair is blow dried. I'm not going to show you the blow dried process because that is just going to be a whole nother fiasco. So we will come back later after it's blow dried and I'll show you the final step. I'm back. Okay, so I'm about to do the blow drying. I just want to show you the products that I'm using to blow dry. I'm using the Coconut Mani Leave-In Moisturizer or Nourisher. This is like a leave-in conditioner, liquid, light. It's very light. So I usually use this when I'm doing refreshers during the week to refresh my hair, or I normally use this for blow drying. I do use this when I'm twisting. If I decide to twist my hair while it's wet, I use the Coconut Mani. Hopefully you can see the light. There it goes. There it is. I can tell. Okay. So that's what I use, but I'm not using that today. I don't want to get you confused. I'm just using this today because I'm going to be blow drying. That moisturizer is not something I would use to blow dry my hair. But I'm also using I don't know how to pronounce this, Uvu and Moringa Heat Protectant Mousse. So this hydrates and moisturizes, and it's a light foam. I can show you how light it is. It's very light. Shake it up a little bit more. It comes out very liquidy. That's why you can use this to blow dry. So I normally just put some on here, and I will spritz this. Usually I do the conditioner first and then moisturize, but you know me. I sometimes don't do everything the way I'm supposed to. Hopefully this camera doesn't fall. And then comb through. And then I spritz with this. I don't like the spray pump because I have to hold it with two, like it doesn't spray where I need support because it doesn't come out easy. And then what I do is comb through with my Detangle brush before I actually do a couple of passes of my blow dry or blow dryer. I'm hungry, y'all. When I'm hungry, I don't be thinking and I don't be communicating that straight. So this is the blow dryer by Conair. And I love this because of the bristles, but I have featured this too. I'll pop that video above too. And I like this because it's very low temperature, and it comes through real easy. I'll just do one pass so you can actually see the process, but I'm not going to do the whole head. I normally don't blow dry until it's bone straight or like really dry. Like the ends are still kind of a little bit damp, but it's not bad. So what I do is just take it and I do my famous signature twist. And actually what I do before I do that, I use the olive oil. This is old school ORS, Organic Root Stimulator. The olive oil cream. I know there's so many products on the market, but I am sold on this product. I like this because even though it has moisture in it, it doesn't have too much moisture where it would shrink my hair back. So it's not going to revert it back to its natural state, as you can see. So and it does moisturize it so it doesn't get really dry. And then after I do that, that's when I twist. I usually take the comb. Don't want that camera to fall. Take it and comb it through real quick. I dropped the brush. As long as I don't drop the camera, I'm fine. And I just do this twist, and I'm just gonna go ahead and twist it all up, and then I'm gonna roll a set with some perm rods, and we'll see how this comes out tomorrow. Hopefully I have a style that's worthy, because every time I do a perm rod set, I'm doing a dry perm rod set, so hopefully it will come out, because my hair it does not do wet perm rod sets. It's always too damp when I take out my hair takes a long time to dry, and for some reason the next day it's still not dry. By the time I take the perm rods, it's a perm rod fail. So I am not trying that no more. I'm gonna try doing it dry. Guys, I am done, and it was not fun. Okay, so this is the reason why I don't straighten my hair or blow dry my hair that much. So right now I'm at the point where I'm gonna do these rods. This is all I have. I have the thinner ones, but this is gonna be too tiny to twist my hair. So I need to get a little bit thicker ones because I do want full curls, and I wish I had end papers, because if I had the end papers it would hold it better. But I'm just gonna slide and roll them and lock it in. So hopefully we will see some real results tomorrow. Pray for me, y'all, pray for me. Every time I do this it never comes out right. But this is a trial and error channel, as you know. I'm a hair minimalist, and this is very time consuming. So, and I'm not sure if I'm even parting it right, because maybe it's the way I part my hair. I part it in the same sections as when I'm twisting and when I'm doing when I'm conditioning. So I'm not sure. My hair just normally parts this way. And I'm not sure if that has something to do with the way it's styled, because I'm not putting them in micro, like, curls to really get a full voluminous look. But we'll see how this comes out tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to sleeping tonight, because this is, normally I don't. That's another reason why I don't do perm rod sets, because I do not want to sleep on them. These things are hard as hell. But hopefully we'll see the results. Maybe it'd be worth it. Beauty is always a cost. Beauty is not easy. That is for sure. You gotta pay. You gotta pay the price. Whether it's coins or time or discomfort. For real. But I'm not going to stay on here. I will come back and show you the results. I am going to take my hair down to see how this came out today. It wasn't too rough sleeping last night. I thought it was going to be harder, but maybe because I didn't have as many rollers, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So this is what it looks like. It did curl, and I noticed my hair does curl better when it's dry. So this may be, hopefully, a win. The only problem is, I know I did not part it the way I should have. That's one thing about being a lazy natural. Sometimes you just don't do it right. And there was a piece here that I had left out. It wasn't twisted, so I just randomly twisted this one piece by itself. And it's not even, not twisted, I mean rolled. It was left out, but it's a 2-strand twist. Normally, I should try not doing a 2-strand twist, but just roll setting my hair, because it does give it a different look when you don't twist it. Then you have more of a curl instead of like this crinkly curly look. So we'll see how it works out. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't bring a pick, but I have my comb and my brush with me. Oh, and what I was going to do is just put a little bit of almond oil just to maintain, to have low frizz. And just kind of get it on the tips. See what I don't untwist the correct way. I always take it from the middle. And I forget, because since my hair is like blow dried, it's not as kinky. So I can't really untwist it that way because it's going to be too frizzy. I have to make sure I'm untwisting it from the bottom. And just making sure I'm not frizzing it out too much like I just did. Hopefully I can fix that. I get a little bit impatient. Here I go again. It's like I just want to get them out and I don't want to take the time. But as we know, beauty takes time. Unless you're born with it. I didn't have that luxury. I gotta work at it. Okay. Hope these curls don't come out like crazy curls. I'm afraid to actually comb it, so pray for me, people, because once it's combed, I mean, I'm gonna try to just separate them. I don't want to comb it too much because I know how my hair can get. And since it's not bone straight, it is gonna like frizz. Because it's not like I had flat ironed it or anything. It's been years, probably decades since I flat ironed my hair. I'm scared to flat iron because I really don't want heat damage. I have seen horrors like recently on YouTube with people doing silk presses and their hair is completely damaged from the silk press. So I am not trying to go there. I've learned my lessons with going to salons and trusting other people to do my hair, and I'm at the point now, I'm at the stage now that I will do my own hair. Like, I am not trying to trust anybody, and they could be the top stylist, it doesn't matter, because they make mistakes too, and people just don't care for your hair like you do, you know. So, and they don't know. You know, a lot of people that are stylists, they don't know your hair texture. They don't. You're the only one that has been really dealing with your hair your whole life, so that you know the history of your hair, and other people don't. So I just don't trust it. Okay. So now, I wanted to actually part it this way and have it going this way, but since it's kind of, the curls going to the side, I'm going to have to part it this way. That's good. Kind of want it to curve. Make it a little bit curvy. So this way you have like a little bit of a curve. And I'm just gonna fluff it with my fingers first just to see, play with it and see what I can come up with. I know I'm definitely gonna use some kind of hair accessory. I did bring a brush. I don't know if I should try to brush it. If it's gonna mess up the curls, I don't know. Maybe I'll brush the back to see, test it first on the back. So if I do mess it, you know, especially the part that's already frizzed out. Oh yeah, it's gonna frizz it out. Look at that. I guess it all depends on the look I'm going for. Do I want it extra curly? Do you want to see the curls, or do you want to... Like I was going to put some hair just like this, a little bit to the side. The back is the hardest part for me to do because of the... I put a little bit of gel. I may put some of this TGI in gel because the main choice doesn't hold my hair down that much, but this does lay it down. I'll spritz a little bit of water. Gosh, I'm not left-handed. Just to lay this side down. And put a bobby pin. It's pressure, y'all, when you don't know how your hair is going to come out and you're on camera. Pressure! Okay, so now I play the front. It all depends on how much volume I want on the top. See, and it's been a minute since I've really worked with my blow dried hair, so I have to get used to this again because I have really just been dealing with my twists and natural. So it is a little bit different texture for me. My hair doesn't retain, I notice that my hair doesn't retain any shine either. It's very hard for me to get sheen on my hair. If y'all have a secret, or if y'all know how to maintain sheen, the only thing that I know that works is the almond oil. But I have a hard time with maintaining the sheen, so this is the look. And I'm just gonna pop on some earrings. my gray pearls. It looks kind of Christmassy. I wasn't planning for that today, but whenever I see red, I think of Christmas, but the silver silver balls make it look even more Christmassy. But yeah, this is it. So thanks for watching and stay tuned.